Hi guys, welcome to Makin Sawdust. I'm Kevin, and thank you for joining me. I got clowns to the left of me, jokers to my right, and here I am, stuck in a dungeon workshop with you guys. Big chunk of wall right here, which is my foundation holding up my house. We are going to build in a bench right here for my Craftsman 1963 Radial Arm Saw, job-specific unit. Right now, its job is a cluster. It is a higgledy-piggledy mess of sandpaper, sander, water bottle, screwdrivers, 2P10 sandpaper, scrap material, more squares, the squares I just didn't mention, more sandpaper, electrical supplies, and the Sawzall to cut this railroad tie off. After that, we are going to cut some 2x4s and some plywood. We are going to box in this wall right here. If you remembered any of my bench builds, and I'll leave a couple links in the description, this is all excavated. This is a dirt floor. This is a dirt wall foundation house. Those videos give you a couple good tips on what it's like down here. So this is one of the next projects. I need a place for my RAS. It's going to be job specific. I don't need a huge area. We're going to put some slat wall behind it, and we are going to have some nice storage underneath, and it's really going to tie this shop together. So stick around, and we're going to make some sawdust. Did I stick that landing or what? And here's where we pray the house don't fall down.
You told me that about 10 minutes ago.
Yep, guys. Foundation sits atop a large concrete footing atop a bentonite clay mix. So I want to remind you, make sure that you pop on over to my bench build videos, and that's really what our helper here is doing. Exactly what I have done for this 24-foot long bench that I have. What we're doing first is we're really just making enough room, shaving enough of this face of this clay bentonite mix off so we can build a 2x4 frame that will actually lock in with some 12-inch spikes along the wall and then also along the floor, and then tie it into my existing benches. Oh yeah, this is full on Minecraft here, guys. Perfect. So guys, what we've completed so far is we have built a backfilled wall with plywood, 2x4s. We have left 90% of this intact in its foundation. My house is not in danger of collapsing. We've also backfilled a lot of the existing bench. And next we are going to tackle and see what we have for a tabletop here. Obviously recycled materials, stuff like this, but we have made a discovery. I know it's not a dinosaur bone, guys, but we did find a giant rock. The good news is it is just below the level of our tabletop, so we can move on. I'll continue along with this style of framing, just 2x4s, construction screws, and basically until I have my shape of my tabletop. Now that I have all my plywood cut and fit for this tabletop, what I need to do next is actually frame in the area for my slant wall. And a couple things that are holding me up right now is my shipping area. These are all basically empty boxes and packing material for shipping products that I sell. And I also have, I think it's a twin, it may be a double bed frame, just a homemade bed frame. I did not make it, it was here at the house. And I also need some material, some 2x2 type material. So I am going to salvage that bed frame real quick, and we will get moving on this slat wall. So guys, we've got a new corner bench. We also have a 1963 Craftsman Radial Arm Saw. The thing that's unique about this saw is it is a worm drive saw. Most of you folks are familiar with worm drive skill saws or circular saws, and they're actually an industry favorite. This is a worm drive radial arm saw. Many people have not seen one of these. I think Craftsman mid-70s era actually went to the conventional type drive saws like your DeWalt's and your Powermatics and those other beastly radial arm saws. This is a worm drive. This is going to get a full restoration. And we are going to hot rod paint this thing. We are not going to bring it back to the original charcoal gray and the original light gray. We're going to go hot rod colors, match the Makin Sawdust logo and the Makin Sawdust shop. So stick around for the 63 radial arm saw resto. Once we get the resto done, we are going to put this into the bench. Actually, we're going to drop this down into the bench. We are probably going to make a removable insert or sacrificial insert. We're also going to make a nice fence, probably some T-track, stuff like that. My intention for this saw most likely will be a dado stack in there. I plan on I make a lot of decorative boxes, and I plan on just using a dado stack for my splines and things like that. I'm not going to cross cut a lot on a radial arm saw, and actually I have my miter saw in the other area over there for that. So depending on your small shop situation, you can use a radial arm saw in your shop. In this small area that I have right now, I have 9 tools in this basic 12 by 12 area. One of the very next projects we're going to do here at Makin Sawdust is we are going to cover the shipping area and my tool area with something decorative, something that brightens up the shop. It's going to be recycled materials most likely, and we are going to continue on. Stay tuned to Makin Sawdust as I continue to outfit my dungeon workshop. If you guys are still sticking around at this point in the video, you should hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and get out in your shop, start making some sawdust. Okay.
We're sitting a little.
Hey everybody, I want you to meet my gaffer. He's actually my rig man, my gaffer, my Tyler, introduce yourself.
I am Tyler. I'm the video recorder and the digger.
There you go. Awesome. That'll go way at the end of the credits. Okay, I won't even say anything in the video. So yeah.